Okay, my name is Zakashi, guys, and in this video here, we got should you summon? But the answer is you should summon if you like Gohan. Full stop, this unit is the best unit in the game. We're gonna break down his kit. I'm gonna give you my opinion, but of course I've already given you what you should be doing because this unit is cracked. Without even reading it, I'm telling you he's cracked. I read his kit, but I'm telling you should trust me, this guy is insane. Let me know if you guys are going to be summoning. We got should you summon for this video. It's gonna be quite interesting, but already I have to repeat it. You should be summoning. This guy is the best in the game. Let's get into the video, man. Now, of course, usually in this section, I would give you some prefaces before you should actually go in and summon, and I still kind of will, but the natural thing would be, oh, you should consider the fact that there's an ultra upcoming, but this is the ultra we're here at. We're in February, so we still got quite a ways to go until the anniversary, which is around May, end of May, start of June. We got a while to go, so there's no reason to really rush. Regardless, like, you're fine. So if you got Chrono Crystals to spend, you're very safe to spend. There's no reason to consider anything else. You probably skip the GT thing. If you didn't, then you're probably low on Chrono Crystals, then your situation completely different. But regardless, if you can grab one copy of this Gohan, of course, even if you use GT, you might have Sun Family units. For example, Tag 4's, the GT Kid Goku, you could still make a Sun Family team on the side, just putting that out there. But in general, this guy also works on Hybrid Saiyans, so you just want to consider what pieces that you have, how you're going to use them, etc, etc. But for the most part, there's no real prefaces for this video like I usually have, where I'd say, oh, watch your showcase first, do this, do that. This guy is undisputedly going to be the best in the game. His mechanics do all of that already, and he's on one of the best teams in the game as well, if not two of them, Sun Family and Saiyans. So it's really just down to preference. Do you want Super Saiyan 2 Gohan or not? If you don't want him, don't summon. But if you do want him, then already don't even consider anything else. Just pull out your Chrono Crystals and try to get him the most that you can. Let's get into reading his kit now. Right, so we have Ultra Super Saiyan 2 Gohan Youth abilities. We're going to be going through his kit, and I'm not going to read out every single line because I feel like that just takes way too long. You want to know the main things that make his kit top 1 potential. I'm going to keep stating that throughout the whole video. He's top 1 potential. I'm going to list everything that pretty much makes him very valuable, but I'm not going to read every single line because I also don't want to waste you guys' time. Let's get into this. So the first thing you're going to want to know is that he's green. He's element green, which is one of the most potent elements in the game right now. Green is undisturbed because there's not many or any good purples in the game. His tags, Sun Family, Hybrid Saiyan, Super Saiyan 2, and of course he's from the Cell Saga, but the main thing you want to know is that he's green. If we go into the main ability, he draws an ultimate arts from it, Soaring Dragon Celestial Wave. He's going to get HP 30%, Ki 60, and then he's also going to restore his unique gauge by 50%. He's going to be able to seal Rising Rushes for 10 time accounts alongside main abilities. So that's just super useful. You have the time when you want to use your main ability, because when you use your main ability, they can't Rising Rush, they can't use their main ability, which is obviously going to give you an advantage in battle. His Z ability kind of threw me off, but not too much. It doesn't say his type, so I'm assuming he's a defense type, but if not, he's going to be a range type. But why it threw me off is because he has strike and blast defense. He has double defense on his Z ability all the way through, except for when it gets to Z ability 3, where you get the 3% special move damage. Then at Z ability 4, which is 14 stars, you get the 5% special move damage. So outside of that, you're just going to be getting 42% to Hybrid Saiyan and Sun Family base strike and blast defense. I don't really like that, but of course you take what you get in it. And it's an ultra, so you need 5 copies if you want a 14 star. You get 5 stars first, then I believe it's 8 stars, then 10, then 12, then 14. So yeah, if you want to go for the 14 stars, you're going to need 5 copies. It's not going to be easy to do, but if you can do it, of course, this is the way to go. The ultra ability should go without saying is going to be Hybrid Saiyans. He's literally the Hybrid Saiyan, Gohan. Come on now. Naturally, where you say here, member of Hybrid Saiyans, there you go, is there as well. The strike arts, all you get from it is 15% damage inflicted. There's no blast armor on his strike arts, which is why I also think he's blast or defense type. So 15% damage inflicted for every strike arts that you do, which is good. But the blast arts is where it gets really interesting. Now, he also just gets 15% damage inflicted for 10 timer counts upon activation. But what you need to know is he draws a blast card that can cancel out blast armor. So you know how some characters, they carry a card, and if you use that specific blast art, it would hit them with paralyze or something. That's an example of a card with a status effect. Ultra Super Saiyan 2 Gohan comes with a blast art that has a status effect that allows you to stop blast armor when it's happening to you. And that can't just be used by him. As long as he's being run on the team, anybody else on the team might be able to use that card because it's a card that comes with a status effect for the team. So it's not every single blast arts that you do with Super Saiyan 2 Gohan that will have anti or blast armor cancellation. It's only the one card that has the status effect, so bear that in mind. And even here, it says it here, although not an effect on blast attacks generally, Gohan possesses a blast art card that will nullify your enemy blast armor. So just bear that in mind. It literally stops them from going through where normally it would. Not like the damage inflicted that you would add like Super 17 or something. It literally stops them and you see a crack. It's crazy. Next, we got the special move. The special move is one of the most craziest things in the kit. It's Nameku basically 2.0. If you don't know who Nameku is, it's the first Legends Limited Super Saiyan Goku, the one that transforms, and his blue card is a counter to pretty much blast arts. It's crazy. So it's not even blast arts, it's everything, I think. Strike arts, blast arts. If you get too close to him, he can just counter it with the blue card. That's basically what it is. So this bit, just 50% damage inflicted and minus 20% sustained damage cut. But here, the counter will activate upon enemy art attacks while in fighting pose, excluding certain moves. So he basically stops you from doing your card. Even if it's a blue card, he will counter the blue card with a blue card, which is wild. And he gets 50 key and he's going to draw one extra card and cancel attribute downgrades and abnormal conditions. The green card is extra super cheese. It's an explosive green, which just adds on top of everything, and it's only going to get worse as we go down the kit, proving that this guy's #1 in the game. But cool, he draws he draws one card when he does the explosive green. He gets 50 key, damage inflicted, and he can combo everything, which is just wild. It's just wild in general. But I don't think it's just that. I think in general it's super good because it inflicts the substitute count up here. So yeah, I remember reading it here. I just kind of scanned over it, but I made sure to include it. Cancels all attribute downgrades and abnormal conditions, but inflicts all enemies with free sub counts. So you basically get a free combo, free rise and rush or something. The only way you can escape it is if somebody reduces sub counts when you use a certain attack. It's wild. Moving on to the ultimate arts. The ultimate arts here deals supreme impact damage. Applies the following effects to self upon activation. So you get plus 50% ultimate damage inflicted for free timer counts. Nullifies enemies restore health when it reaches 0 effects when this character attacks for free timer counts. So that's obviously just standard. That's dope. Here, if 2 enemy members are defeated, you get type neutral for 5 timer counts. Then down here as well, applies the following effects to enemy on hit. So the enemy will get all their cards destroyed. You reduce their key by 100, and then you can also nullify blast arts. So what that means is, you know how usually people get blast armor on the ultimates? The difference is it's basically blast armor, but you just go through without taking any damage. So no matter what's coming at you, if it's tap shot or blast arts, you won't take any damage. Tap shots don't hurt you anyways, but the blast, you will just go straight through it, similar to a rise and rush. Now going into the unique ability 1, we've got quite a bit of reading here, so I'm just going to just pick out bits, of course. So he gets 170% damage inflicted, reduces damage received by 70%, key recovery and draw speed. Going further down, when he enters the battlefield, he's going to get an extra 50, which is obviously dope. And then he randomly draws 1 card if you have 3 or fewer, which is very valuable. 50% damage inflicted, I already said that. And minus 5 to arts cost for 15 timer counts. He also applies the following effects when there's 2 defeated band members. So he's going to get an ultimate card when he's last stand, which is, so he has 2 ultimates. 70% damage inflicted, which is wild as well, which totals to already an amount of 290%, which is wild. Restores unique gauge by 100%, and his unique gauge is going to come later, and he will permanently nullify endurance, which is insane. He also gets an extra level of draw speed, which is dope. Going further down, applies the following effects to every time he uses a strike or blast arts. So he's going to restore his unique gauge by 20%. Applies the buff effect, nullifies enemy special actions that activate when changing cover. So he won't be able to get cover change for 5 timer counts. And he's also going to nullify the destroy card effect. That's actually the most useful thing in my opinion, because there's so many characters that destroy cards that you won't be able to use your ultimate or blue card or green card whenever you specifically want to. So the fact that he nullifies that is super good. But cool, these activation counts reset every time he switches as well. Applies the following effects to self upon landing a strike or blast arts hit. So some more, he's going to draw 1 new card, so he gets basically 5 cards if you want to combo all your cards without sidestepping. 25 key, and these will also affect when he switches. Then here, applies the following effects to self when this character performs a vanishing step based on the number of defeated battle members. So if there's 1 defeated battle member, he will go type neutral for damage sustained, so that's only the damage you take. And then down here, if it's 2 defeated battle members, he's going to restore his vanishing gauge by 70%. But the activation count resets after switch over here, which is what it says for the first one, but I don't believe it applies for this one here. It says activation once. So yeah, 70% is good. Obviously it could be better, but 70% is still crazy because a lot of characters restore gauge fast nowadays. Cool, let's go into unique ability 2. So he has a strike cover change, right? Strike arts attack. He also reduces damage received 15%, impact damage received, and restores health by 40% when you reach 0. Yes, you guessed it, he has endurance as well. They're just giving him everything. It's wild. You can only combo the strike cover change through a blue card, and here they basically give him Janemba's gauge. So if you know how Janemba's gauge works, every time he gets hit, or not every time, when his gauge is full and he gets hit with a strike, it's going to counter and he can combo that into a blue or ultimate. That's essentially what Gohan has, which is wild. He's green as well, so Janemba just going out the window. RIP Janemba. I never liked him anyways, and now you guys are going to be able to see that even more. But Gohan really just took it and made it better, and of course, Gohan's cooking, bro. So yeah, shout out Gohan, bro. He activates 3 times, by the way. Any forward strike move that he's able to counter, which is wild. Then down here, the last few bits, the following effects occur when counter activates. So you're going to get 50 ki, which is dope. And he cancels on attribute downgrades on normal conditions, shortens allied sub counts by 5, and destroys all of your enemy cards, which is dope. The following effects occur every time when hit with an enemy art attack while this character is on the battlefield. He's going to restore health by 10%, which activates twice, and then reduce enemy ki by 30, activates twice. Activation counts reset only once when 2 allied characters are defeated, so this only happens the first time, and it's going to happen again once your last stand. Overall, an insane kit. Let me talk about it though. Now, in short, you saw I already started the video telling you he's the best unit in the game. Now you can see that, and this is a list of everything I just read out. That's the key factors in his kit, but I also wanted to show you because people would like to make their own deductions. I'm going to be summoning on this guy. I don't know how many chronicles I have. I think I have a low amount. There's no sales at the moment. I'm kind of cooked. I will try to get this unit. I have to get this unit. It's Gohan, and he's the best in the game. I really wanted it to be Cell just off the basis that I didn't want to spend money, but now I kind of have to. It's Gohan. Look at all of this. Look at this list. This is wild, bro. And all of these stuffs are just various mechanics. They're just all wild mechanics. If you're not summoning on this guy, you're going to have a hard time in PvP. On top of the fact that he's green, so he's protected very, very well. Naturally, he also protects Red Beast. So green, red is going to be very, very potent. You know, Pan and Beast, they go together. Red Beast, transforming Beast. And then you have Pan supporting him, which is super, super good. Father and daughter. But then this Super Saiyan 2 Gohan's here is green to protect them from any blues that are good in the game. Bardock, Goku, Bomku. It's wild. This Gohan here is literally the perfect piece to make Hybrid Saiyans the best team in the game. And they're naturally going to be the best team in the game. Even if you run Son Family, this could still be valuable to you because you can still run green or something. You know, there's just so many pieces. Even Hybrid Saiyans is still Son Family. It's just so wild. So in general, yeah, you should be summoning on this unit. I'll be summoning on this unit. Whether I get them or not, that's another issue, but I'll be putting my heart in until I get them, bro. So yeah, good luck on you guys' summons, bro. That's all I can say. This guy's cracked. He's cracked. Maybe you can see the pain in my eyes. Even though I'm smiling, there's a lot of pain. I appreciate you guys for watching the video, man. Press that subscribe button. We're on this grind to 100,000 subscribers. Good luck if you are summoning. Of course, I believe most of you guys are. My name is Zakashi, guys, and I'll see you guys in the next one, man.